Hello everybody, and welcome back for more Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. Well, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the most grueling, the most hellish, the most difficult world that we would ever have to face thus far? We're gonna go to the 100-Acre Wood. That's right, we're gonna go meet Winnie the Pooh. Or actually, as the Super Game Brothers like to call it here, Pooh Break! Yes, even in Castle Oblivion, we have to go to Pooh World. And you would think that, despite the fact that 100-Acre Wood is entirely optional in KH1, well, guess what, folks? It is actually canon that Sora actually did visit 100-Acre Wood. So yeah, they made it canon. So that means we have to go through there. So let's go meet this fucking dictator. What's wrong, little fella? I'm looking for my friends. Are they around here? It looks like nobody's here. Oh, then perhaps I'm looking for nobody. You're looking for nobody? I suppose I must be, but they don't seem to be anywhere. And all this searching is making my tummy rumble. I wonder if there's any honey about. Oh, but if I stop to eat, I shall first have to stop searching. Why don't we look for your friends together? For nobody, you mean? No, for your friends. They might be around here. Let's find them together. Oh, are you looking for my friends too? No, but I'm looking for some friends of my own. And are they friends who know my friends? How many fucking questions are you gonna ask? I'm not sure, Pooh. But I know what it's like to miss your friends, so why don't we look for them together? I like that, Sora. How did you know his name? And the fact he didn't even say what his name was, though. I mean, does he actually still have the memories, though? Hey, at least it's better than him being called somebody I don't know, right? Huh? Oh, yeah, it's a little pig, or pig with anxiety. Wow, he looks so gigantic from his point of view. Alright, so this first thing I want to do, well, it's not really so much a minigame per se, it's just, you literally just have to stand here and wait until Piglet decides to just stop from all those hedges here. Like, this is pathetic. He's from hiding all the hedges here, and he's just right there. Oh! Oh no! Oh dear! Don't mind me! You're not Pooh's friend? Well, I mean, I'm not Pooh's friend. Oh, so you're not really his friends. Okay, well, fuck you, then. Why, hello there, Piglet. Oh, it's you, Pooh. I'm so relieved. I finally found someone. I got separated from the others, and I was so worried. I didn't know what to do. That explains why you were so fidgety. Piglet, why don't you come with us to look for the rest of our friends? What? Oh, my. I don't know. Oh, what should I do? Guess he doesn't want to come. Yeah, no shit. Clearly doesn't want to. Wait, please! Have you decided to join us, Piglet? Well, no. I'm still thinking. But before you got here, I found something strange in the shrubs. I thought it might help you find everyone else. And Sora learns Confuse. So, yeah, we have this Genie, Tinkerbell, and any kind of summer card. So, it has to be, like, specifically Genie and Tinkerbell, but you can also use any kind of summer card. So, anyway, so talk about 100-Acre Wood for a bit here. And before I go on, yes, I know the way I'm doing the Winnie the Pooh voice. This is actually the best I can come up with. I can't do it like Jim Cummings would do the Winnie the Pooh voice, because he can do it perfectly. But for me, I can't exactly do it. Oh, bother. Right. But, anyway, so the thing about 100-Acre Wood is that, just like in Kingdom Hearts 1, it's all nothing but minigames. So it's basically a breather level is what it is, though. So there's no Heartless combat, no having to use your cards. Well, one of them that actually does involve cards, but that's just one minigame, though. So, but yeah, other than that, though, it's all just like, it's really a breather world. So you're basically gonna be playing all the minigames here because, they have to keep up with this cheery, innocent nature of Winnie the Pooh and all that. So because of that, then, they have to just, alleviate all the combat here. But on the plus side of things, I mean, when you go in here, then you'll still be getting some cards, and there's also going to be a new card or a new attack card that we're going to be getting a little bit later. And if you go around and get some, you also get to get some more Moogle Orbs and all that. But for the most part, you'll be getting some new cards and, you know, a new key card. So, in a way, I mean, it's not. This world is not really so much of a waste of time, though, because, like, you know, at least you're still getting something out of it, though. So, I mean, I can still give it that, though. So, I mean, you know, it's not like the others where it's just, you know, kind of like, you know, a bit of a waste. Well, aside from some prizes you might get. So, anyway, uh-oh, Rolling Pumpkin. Watch out! I was waiting for Sword to get started. Oh, shit. You know, you could have just moved aside there, but no, you just decided to stand there. And goddamn, Bill would have died here. But then again, though, it's Winnie the Pooh, so, I mean, you know, there's not going to be any huge casualties. That was close. Are you okay, Pooh? Yes, I seem to be. Oh, wait. No, I'm fucking not. I got a tear on my arm. Where did that pumpkin come from? Yoo-hoo! And it's the, I was going to say, like, you know, the rabbit that always just panics so much and is perfectionist. Hello, rabbit. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Would you help me sort the vegetables from my garden? So the pumpkin was yours. Yeah, duh, it was. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start our first minigame. So the first one is we just have to help Rabbit to sort the vegetables. So it says here, a veggie panic. Sort a total of 30 cabbages and pumpkins. When you see triangle, sort the veggie by throwing the keyblade. So you sort cabbages to the left with square and pumpkins to the right with circle. And the mistake countdown starts at 6. So once it reaches 0, then it's game over. So basically, the gist of this minigame is that you basically have to swipe away those vegetables on the at the right timing, though. So you'll actually see on the down below on the screen exactly how exactly you have to hit the vegetables. So yeah, like I said before, the cabbages are only for square, and then the pumpkins are just for circle. So squares to the left and circles to the right. As you can see here, I'm getting knocked over by this vegetables because during this recording, I was feeling a bit disoriented, and you know I was very much exhausted from work. But you know I had to do this recording anyway, though. But yeah, I was, you know, again, I feel a little disoriented here, and so that's why, like, you know, I was still getting hit by the vegetables here, so my apologies for that. So you'll be seeing me quite a bit, just you know. Oh yeah, you're supposed to whack away Pooh with the cabbage here. Yeah, you literally have to whack Pooh whenever something like that happens. So the quota for this is 30 vegetables. So once you reach 30, then you actually just you know, not worry about having to do the rest of the mini game and just you know, keep getting yourself hit, and then just as long as you reach the points, because if you continue to play this, it never ends. At least I don't think it does. Oh yeah, there's also carrots that'll be running down the hills, and yeah, I get so close right there because you know, again, I was. Oh yeah, and Sora can still get knocked over. He gets knocked over by fucking carrots is what it is. Like, what the hell? Even though it could be possible. And yeah, see giant pumpkins like this, and you just swing your keyblade over, and then it gets it away. But at least I managed to get 30 points in the first try, though, because you know, again, I was you know, yeah, I was feeling too exhausted to actually focus on anything, though. But yeah, that's basically what the whole thing is here. So and you have to do a perfect timing as well. So make sure you hit at the right time as well. Thank you for the help. Please take this, won't you? And Sora learns Cross Slash. So we have Cloud, Stop, and Attack card. See, that's another thing is that, you know, whenever you clear out the mini games, then you actually get some new slates here. So yeah, like I said, this world isn't entirely a waste of time, though. I mean, you still get something out of it. So you know, again, I can actually compliment this at least. So now this is actually very much different from the GBA version. I don't remember much of it though, but in the GBA version, you're basically just walking that straight path, and then along the way you'll run into Pooh's friends, and then you do some like rather mundane tasks for them. I wonder what these balloons are for. Yeah, you do some like solo tasks for them here in the GBA version as you walk around the straight line, and I think you still get some slates out of it too. But that's pretty much all I can think of, so I don't remember much about it from the GBA version. But here in this version, it basically follows a lot more closely to Kingdom Hearts 1, where you'll be playing the minigames. And there are actually different minigames too. Well, some of them are kind of similar, but they're for the most part actually kind of different. So this next one here is Balloon Glider. So you see that Sora's holding onto balloons here. You can actually carry up to 3 balloons. And so what you do is that you basically just float to this tree that's really fucking tall. Oh man, it really puts the Deku Tree to shame, honestly. But yeah, that's what you have to do. You have to float up into float up to the top of the tree. That's where your goal is. And you actually see this meter about how far you're going up to the tree. You want to make sure to watch out for the bees along the way. Yeah, there's bees around. Oh no, watch out for the bees.
Bees! Bees!
But as you go along, just watch over the bees, because if if you actually make contact with them, then you'll lose one of the balloons, and so you want to make sure to have at least one balloon with you, because if you lose all three, then Sora will fall down, just with gravity taking effect, and then they have to start over. You can see that there's these honey orbs. I think they're supposed to be honey orbs. They can collect here. You want to collect as many as you can, though, so that way you can actually get a good sword. There's not really so much a requirement for how many honey orbs they can collect. So just collect as many as you can, though, and then you get like a high score. But if you ever do this minigame again, then you can actually be able to beat your score for a new record. So that's all there is to it. So, but yeah, I gotta say though, like, as much as I would say that having Winnie the Pooh of all things in Kingdom Hearts, and kind of might seem like very much of absolute filler, and it contributes absolutely nothing to the grand scheme of things in Kingdom Hearts, because it just feels like filler and breather level. I will say, though, that these minigames I actually do prefer a lot better than in Kingdom Hearts 1, because you remember how back in my Kingdom Hearts 1 Let's Play that, I kind of struggled a bit, and it's never specific or anything like that, though. These minigames, they're more doable. And same thing with the minigames in Kingdom Hearts 2. Ooh, look who made it all the way up here. Oh, God, it's you. Oh, no. Okay, well, it's not really. It's just Owl, not Kippora. Are you all right, Pooh? Oh, yes, Owl. I found it rather fun. Maybe you could use a balloon to look for your friends. Hoo-hoo! You might think so, young man. But serious problems arise when you arrive at your destination. Once you find your friends, how do you get down to them? You see, a balloon goes only where the wind blows, which is usually up. What if you saw your friends, but the wind kept them just out of reach? I'd rather have to keep looking for my friends than find them and not be able to reach them. You've got a point. If you want to find someone, you'd best to do it on foot. It can be quite exciting to stumble across a friend where you least expect them. Well, that is how I feel when I stumble across some honey. Oh, you and your honey. That's the spirit, Pooh. Keep moving and keep looking. Thank you, Owl. That's what I'll do. My tummy is anxious for me to find that honey. Don't worry, I'll help Pooh find his friends. Splendid! Here's something to speed you on your way. And the next one, we have Faraga Burst. So we get 2 fire cards and a gravity card. And I actually do show this off later on, though, and it's actually a pretty cool slate that we have here. Alright, so let's move on to the next area. And for this one, I almost kind of got lost, though, because I almost went backwards, back over to Rabbit's Garden. And, that's because there's no, signpost, or as a matter of fact, there's no subtitles where the game tells you where to go, because it usually does that whenever, in Kingdom Hearts 1, or actually in Kingdom Hearts 2, where it's actually a lot easier, because, because they'll see 3 question marks, and it goes to show they haven't visited the area yet. So at least there was that, though. But here it doesn't tell you anything, so it's easy to get lost in here. Oh, look at that! It's Tigger, the hyperactive one with ADHD. Say, how would you like to bounce with me? Alright, so now we got a bounce with Tigger here, and this one, you have to memorize this right here, so we're gonna go ahead and do some bouncing with Tigger here. So, Tigger's Jump-a-thon. Jump on the same tree stumps as Tigger. Jump 25 times to clear. So, you basically have to use these buttons to go into the stump, because, if you miss this one, it's, or if you miss just one stump, it's game over. So, you have to pay attention closely to which stump that Tigger's gonna go to, for whichever buttons you have to do. So, it's basically a game as Simon says. So what it is that, yeah, you can see here, and you want to keep in mind that the buttons are always randomized. Well, I mean, whenever you start the minigame, though, then, he doesn't really randomize or change it so much, though. He'll still use the same pattern, though, but he'll add more to the buttons, so you want to make sure to pay close attention, though, and I also fumbled this one, too, because I missed a button because I forgot which one I was going to go for, so I had to cut it and then go to the correct ones, but for each new minigame, then it's always, some kind of random set. So it's not always, a set kind of thing that he does, so it just randomizes. But he always uses the first same ones first, and then he'll just add more buttons. So, yeah, you want to make sure to pay close attention. And there's also no time to write this down either, though, because, because you really don't want to miss to what button he's going to. And, yeah, I missed right there because I forgot I was going over square. The threshold for this is 25, so once you get to 25, then you can just end this minigame, because, again, these minigames are absolutely endless, well, from what I remember, so just keep going, and yeah, just make sure you remember all this here, because it's very easy to forget, especially when he goes, some some different corresponding buttons. Because, it could be easy if he's just going to go over the same buttons, though, but he could go for different ones. So that's really where the difficulty comes in. So, just pay close attention here. And, yeah, that should do it, too. I think that's actually the point where it gets up to 25, so... Just do a few more buttons, and then after that, I decide, fuck this minigame. I'll just, just not do any more of it. Yeah, I say 27 is threshold or something. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I was trying to make sure I get to the wrong button though, but I forgot what it was. I kept going to the correct buttons. And now that minigame's clear.
Not bad at all.
We were just trying to bounce like you, Tigger.
I'm surprised you could keep up with me.
Well, I can bounce with the best of them now.
Is that so? Then let's see you do this.
Oh, no, we're not doing this shit here. Whoa.
What do you think of that?
I could never.
Aw, you don't have to do it like me. Bouncing is best when you do it your own way. 'Cause I'm Tigger, and you're Sora.
Tigger, I think you dropped something.
Oh, that? I found it on top of a tree when I was bouncing. You can have it, Sora. Kinda weighs me down when I'm bouncing.
Alright, and so the next lay that he's going to give us, pretty soon here, Idle Romp. So for this one, we need Bambi and two attack cards. I think I do eventually get Bambi, though, but I don't think I ever get to use this late, though. I heard Bambi is actually real damn good in this game, though. Alright, so before we leave, we have this big chest up on this ledge here, and so we open this up, and we get the Spellbinder Keyblade. And it's only a 2-card, though. But yeah, this is actually so if you've never already got the Spellbinder cards for like key rewards or something like that, though, this is actually where you find it for the first time. So it's actually something we got, though, thankfully, for a world like 100 Acre Wood. Let's see. I think there was something else I do want to say, though, and I forgot what it was. But yeah, we're down to our next area, though, so we'll see what's the next kind of place or next minigame to go to. We got some wind right here. That's an awfully blustery hole. Again, no shit, Sora. And as you can see here, yeah, I know I did this. This whole video is like like over a half hour long. I actually meant to upload this yesterday though, but I haven't done so because I was yesterday I wasn't really feeling too good though. Like I was feeling very much disoriented and all that, and like I was having some sinus problems, and I was having some throat burning as well, and so I was at the point where I just didn't feel like having to do like some recordings there. So anyway, so we have this next mini game, and so what we have to do here is that we just have to fall down through here, and then we just have to pick up these honey orbs as we go along, and just collect as many as you can though. You press the well, you actually just tell them the left analog stick, and then press the square button to roll. Just both those together to avoid these obstacles along your way. If you actually hit them, Sora will be separated from Pooh, and so you have to get close enough to him, and then press triangle to bring him back in together here. Also, by the way, folks, this is right here is, I guess you could say, it would be the precursor to Dream Drop Distance, because this is actually literally how you enter the world in Dream Drop Distance. So it's kind of a sneak preview here, but oh, thank God, it's gonna be a while before I actually get to that game, because fuck that game. Anyway, so so yeah, that's all you have to do. Just go along through this right here, and yeah, okay, I'm coming, Pooh. Thank you. All right, and that should be the last of it here. So yeah, it doesn't really take too long though, but yeah, that was like 33 minutes long here, as you can see, because these mini games actually took longer than I expected them to be. Oh, hello there, Roo.
Hello there, Roo. What were you doing here?
I was so busy looking for Tigger that I was blown away by the wind and fell down here.
And you got stuck?
No, I was waiting for Tigger, so we can ride the blustery wind together. So if Tigger rides the wind here, this is where I'll be. It sure will surprise Tigger, don't you think? But what if he doesn't fall here?
Yes. If Tigger rides the wind, his bounces might bounce him even further away.
Well, I was getting a little lonely and tired of waiting for him. Instead of waiting, why don't you see if you can find him? You're right. That's a great idea. You know, it's actually so fucking weird that Pooh actually does bring up a good point about this. By the way, I found this in the shrubs. Why don't you take it? Alright, so for this we get Mega Ether. Yeah, somehow Pooh actually brings up a good point about this this here. That's also despite the fact that, you know, that everyone around here is such a Cloud Lander, and they're also illiterate too, because there's, like, spelling errors. Lost my tail again. It figures. Do you know where you lost it? Oh, yum! I found it! Oh, wait, you're gonna help Eeyore for once? I knew if I just listened to my tummy, it would find me some honey. Probably upset the bees, though. Taking your honey, that is. Yeah, it would, though. Yeah, so we got to fight now. Alright, so, yeah, we gotta... Okay, well, I thought I was gonna talk to Eeyore, but yeah, we basically have to, you know, interact with this hole in the tree, and so, yeah, we're gonna do one last mini game here, so this is the last one. This one's Bumble Rumble, so, this is basically, you know, go back to the regular gameplay, or doing the card gameplay for this here. So Sora will be given his own exclusive cards, which is basically, like, you know, just striking away the bees with the Keyblade, and the other ones will be, you know, the honey cards, and the, I forgot what the other one was. We also, so yeah, it's, you know, just going back to the regular card gameplay here, only with 100 Acre Wood exclusive. Oh, and also for this here. And you're also given its own exclusive slate here called Honey Storm, so you can actually use that, and then they'll just drive the bees away. So basically what you have to do is you have to, you know, kill all 50 bees here, is what it is here. And so, you want to make sure to pay attention to the honey meter up here, because that's Pooh's health. So if it reaches 0, then it's game over, and Pooh gets stung by so many bees here, and he probably dies from all that. Oh, if he's allergic to bees. But yeah, the bees themselves, they'll have their own kind of cards, though. So yeah, it's literally back to the gameplay here. You can actually use the honey pot cards, as you can see here, to actually, so that way there, Pooh will actually get his health restored and all that. So you can see he's eating the honey, and then his health is restored. Oh, and by the way, folks, you can see here that the font's actually different from how you usually see it. This is actually a 100 Acre Wood exclusive here, so in this world, it actually has its very own font to actually fit the theme of the world, or the world itself. So yeah, that's probably what it is here, as you can notice, for the different font. But yeah, I also do want to say, though, that, you know, you don't see everywhere else that, you know, because everybody here is a Cloud Lander that doesn't understand logic whatsoever. It actually shows, like, you know, like over in Pooh's house, it's supposed to say ring also, but it says RNIG also, or something like that here, because, yeah, again, everybody in the 100 Acre Wood is illiterate, so, yeah, that's probably what it is here, so. But there are also times where they can be outright fucking assholes, you know, just, you know, innocently, though, and you can actually see here, especially in regards to Eeyore. And, you know, with how there's very much of a good theory that, you know, Pooh being an absolute fucking dictator. That's how I always saw him as. So, let's go ahead and, yeah, okay, I'll just try to get it here. This one can be a bit difficult, too, because, especially, you know, with the bees. But now, there should be all of them now, and, yeah, I can see how much lower it is here. Over this kind of honey pot. Or, I mean, the honey meter. Oh, yeah, I also just got a trophy for a minigame Maniac. As a Pooh just, you know, runs the tree, doesn't get a concussion. Oh, bother. My head. Well, much obliged, Pooh. I'm sure I'm obliged to you too, Eeyore. But, for what? For running into that tree and getting my tail back from me. Oh, but I was just trying to get away from those bees. And keep up with Sora. Well, anyhow, you helped me. Thanks. And I was just trying to get rid of the bees. It was an accident that we found your tail. An accident. It figures. Nobody would help me on purpose. But I'm still obliged. Thank you, Pooh and Sora. You're welcome, Eeyore. Here's something for you. Hey, it's okay, Eeyore. It was just an accident. I know, but this fell down along with my tail. It's the accidental part of my thank you. Oh, for God's sake, people, just be grateful to Eeyore for once, though. You know, he is always so fucking depressed because, you know, because people will just go and take it for granted. Just take the thanks, for God's sakes, will ya? God damn, you know, everybody's such a fucking prick to Eeyore. You know that? And, you know, they don't even figure out why he's always so depressed and all that here. Because, you know, he's always depressed for everything here, and, you know, and You know, he just wants people to actually acknowledge him for at least once, and nobody does here. Nobody just goes and pays attention to him, and they just fucking take him for granted. God damn, you people in the 100-acre wood are so ungrateful to him. Ugh, sensitive pricks. Anyway, so that should be it for this here. So that's our last stop here, and make sure you save here, folks. So, because you know, I guess we can't go any farther. So, Pooh, wasn't it more fun looking for your friends together? Oh, yes, Sora, it was. And I'd like you to have this. Thank you for helping me. Yeah, like I said, make sure you save this save point here because you're going to want to. Whew, I walked so far, I think I needed a little rest. If only I had a honey pot to keep me company. Well, I better be going. Where to? To look for my friends. Then I shall help you look for them too. That's okay, Pooh. You should stay here. Yeah, because you're an illusion. You mean this is goodbye? No way. I'll always know where to find you. If I don't forget. Probably. Don't worry, Sora. You can count on me. Even if you forget Winnie the Pooh, I will forget you. Thanks, Pooh. Oh, you're very welcome, somebody I don't know. Oh, okay, fuck you too, Pooh. And, oh yeah, now we got the baby card. So yeah, like I said, make sure you save because, you know, we'll have a boss fight eventually.
Who are you? I am Vexen. I have come to collect your debt, Sora.
A debt? Sora, do you owe something to this guy?
Come on, of course not. Oh, but you do. You owe me for reuniting you with your former friend. You don't mean... Indeed I do. I'm the one who brought Riku to you. Then... You're the one who's been controlling him! What have you done with him? I see no need to give you information about where Riku is. After all... Why trouble you in your final hour?
Alright, so now we have another new organization member to fight. This is Vexen. Vexen, I had so much trouble with against him, though, and for one reason, it's because of his goddamn shield. So, basic thing about Vexen is that, you know, he's an ice user, so make sure you don't use Blizzard Magic against him, though. Donald. But yeah, as always, I'm always going to do these boss fights. I have Lethal Frame on my side. My absolute best friend, Lethal Frame. And you're going to be seeing me do that all the time. Not just with Riku, but also with the organization members as well, because I can actually break the game just like that. It's such an absolute game breaker for this here. So to talk about Vexen as for the boss fight. So yeah, what I'll do is that he has a couple of some attacks that can be very very hard to dodge. You'll summon some ice stalagmites against you too, and they'll always be on your tail as well. So you want to make sure to continue to dodge more from them in order to avoid them. And not only that, but he also uses some kind of ice block to actually try to freeze you as well, and you'll just be frozen solid. And since I don't really have an ether with me or mega ether, then I can't really I'm not really be able to use these magic cards. So yeah, he's using his freeze ability. And the other one Ice Nails is what it is here. So yeah, this is what Ice Nails look like. And yeah, as you can see here, I still got my ass handed to me because you know I was trying to find a way to dodge him, and it was kind of hard to do. But yeah, so this fight actually did take a longer than intended, though, and yeah, that's mainly because of the shield. And you know, for one thing, noticeably, I actually will argue this much right here. It is so much harder than how he's fought in the GBA version because like in the GBA version, at least you can actually still maneuver just by going behind him with the 2D, and then just go hit behind him, and he'll only just turn a 180-degree angle there, and you can just actually just go around behind him. But here, because of 3D, then it actually, arguably enough, it makes it a lot more difficult. And, you know, and people are going to say otherwise, though, but I very much disagree. I've had so much more trouble against him in 3D than in the GBA version because, you know, because he'll try to get behind him, but he'll always try to rotate around you, or sometimes even just go the same direction as you're going. So because of that, that's why it took a lot longer for me, it's because of his shield that he keeps on holding. And so, it's completely immune to your attacks. And you can see, I have 1 HP left right here, so I'd hurry and desperately use Kiraga for this right here. And also in the process, I just got a trophy, Tightrope Walker. You actually get this trophy reward if you actually just are in a very much of a pinch, you use the Kiraga in the last second. So I just got that at least. But there we go. So yeah, that was why. It's because, you know, the 3D view, and, you know, he keeps circling around me with a shield, and so it was so much harder because of a shield as well. So yeah, if people are saying that it's actually so much easier to fight him in this version, I disagree. I'm sorry, guys. This fight is arguably a lot more difficult than in GBA. I'll say this much. So, but we got a level of 2.
As I expected, you weren't one to die very easily.
As if I'd ever lose to you!
I wouldn't be so sure. Did you even notice? I was delving deep into your memory as we fought. And here, look what I found. A card crafted from all the memories that are locked in the other side of your heart.
Wait! Memories? In the other side?
And so Sora learns freeze. We need 2 players of cards and a stop spell. And also, we got a big card for us, Twilight Town. Wow. So you guys would think that that this world wouldn't be until the next game. Nope. This is actually where Twilight Town makes its debut. So yeah, Sora just got the card that's from the other side of his heart, despite the fact that he's never been there before. But there's supposed to be an explanation for that, which we'll get into definitely in the next episode. So let's head up there and see what else happens here.
If Sora disappears, that would mess up the organization's plans.
I trust that you know what you need to do.
Haven't a clue, really. Maybe you could spell it out for me.
Vexen has clearly committed a treasonous act against the organization. You must eliminate the traitor.
No taking that back later.
A card made out of memories from the other side of your heart? I wonder what it does.
We'll find out soon enough. It's the only one we have left. No other way to move forward.
Alright, so now that's the next one we'll go through. Yeah, talk about Moo Whiplash. We just got done with Winnie the Pooh, and then we got this fight right here. This is where the stakes are kind of raising. So, so yeah, like I said, this is actually, so Twilight Town actually makes its debut in Chain of Memories, ironically enough. So this will actually be our first visit to it, though, even though it's actually just the illusions of it, and not the actual town itself, though. But we will do that in the next episode. So, next time on Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 3 Chain of Memories, we're going to go to our next world, Twilight Town, which is apparently from the other side of Sora's heart. But there's supposed to be an explanation for that, though, and kind of a complex one at that, too. But, yeah, more on that. So, anyways, with that said, until next time, I'll see you guys later.